Iowa Speedway 2025 NASCAR schedule weather. Get ready for a thrilling weekend of racing as Iowa Speedway kicks off the 2025 NASCAR on NBC schedule. And we're just 4 races away from the end of the NASCAR Cup Series regular season. But here's where it gets interesting. This is the second year that NASCAR's Premier Series will be racing at the 0.875-mile oval in Newton, Iowa, about 30 minutes east of Des Moines. Last year's inaugural race was a huge success. And we can't wait to see what this year's event has in store. Ryan Blaney is the defending winner of Sunday's Cup race, which is set to start at 3 p.m. Eastern on USA Network, with the countdown to green beginning at the same time. And this is the part most people miss. The Xfinity race at Iowa has its own defending winner, Sam Mayer, who will be looking to repeat his success this year. So, let's dive into the Iowa Speedway weekend schedule and see what's in store for us. The fun begins on Friday, August 1st, with the garage opening at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time for the ARCA Series and 2 p.m. ET for the Xfinity Series. The track activity starts at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time with ARCA practice, followed by ARCA qualifying at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and finally, the ARCA race at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which will be broadcast on FS1 and Motor Racing Network. But here's the controversy. Some fans might be thinking that the ARCA Series doesn't get enough attention, while others might argue that it's an essential part of the racing weekend. What do you think? Should the ARCA Series get more attention, or is it perfectly fine as it is? Let us know in the comments. Moving on to Saturday, August 2nd, the garage opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern for the Xfinity Series and 8 a.m. Eastern for the Cup Series. The track activity starts at 11 a.m. Eastern Time with Xfinity practice, which can be streamed on the CW app, followed by Xfinity qualifying at 12:05 p.m. Eastern, also on the CW app. Then, it's time for the Cup Series practice at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, which will be broadcast on True TV, Motor Racing Network, and Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. The Cup qualifying takes place at 2:40 p.m. Eastern Time, also on True TV, Motor Racing Network, and Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Finally, the Xfinity race starts at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, with 250 laps, 218.75 miles, and 2 stages, one at lap 60 and one at lap 120. The race will be broadcast on CW, Motor Racing Network, and Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Now, let's talk about the weather. On Friday, we're expecting sunny skies with a few clouds, a high of 77 degrees, and winds from the east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's expected to be 74 degrees with a 3% chance of rain for the start of the ARCA race. But here's the thing. The weather can be unpredictable, and we might see some changes throughout the weekend. On Saturday, we're expecting cloudy skies in the afternoon, a high of 76 degrees, and winds from the east to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's expected to be 74 degrees with a 5% chance of rain for the start of the Xfinity race. And on Sunday, we're expecting cloudy skies in the afternoon, a high of 77 degrees, and winds from the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's expected to be 75 degrees with a 7% chance of rain at the start of the Cup race. So, who do you think will take the win this weekend? Will it be Ryan Blaney again, or will someone else step up to the challenge? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And this is the part where we ask, what do you think is the most exciting part of the racing weekend? Is it the ARCA Series, the Xfinity Series, or the Cup Series? Do you have a favorite driver routine? Let's discuss. Top NASCAR paint schemes for Iowa Speedway Weekend 2025. NASCAR Paint Schemes of the Week, returning to Iowa Speedway. This week, the NASCAR Cup Series, https://pro/category/NASCAR, heads back to Iowa Speedway for a jam-packed weekend of stock car racing. Iowa put on a really good show last year for a short track. This next-gen car seemed to have found a little magic at the track. Of course, IndyCar hates that NASCAR has come to Iowa Speedway and, even worse, repaved portions of the track. It has potentially made the Cup Series racing entertaining while stripping the IndyCar race of what made it great. Well, NASCAR owns the track, so that's that. At any rate, this could be a very interesting weekend with how little we actually know about this track compared to others. Let's get into the best looks. https Paint Scheme Preview 2025 Iowa Speedway for Sunday before the weekend gets underway. Ross Chastain No. 1 Busch Light Farming Chevy. If we gave out points for being on the paint schemes list, Ross Chastain might be the driver with the most mentions. His Busch Light alternate paint schemes almost always deliver. This is another great look. A tractor on the car. Someone call Kubota. They might want to put a logo on the front of that thing. Combined with the bald eagle and of course the corn, this is a great look. 9 out of 10. Brad Keselowski. No. 6. Solomon Plumbing Ford. One of the best RFK racing sponsors in terms of paint schemes, Solomon Plumbing, has brought another great look to Iowa Speedway this week. Brad Keselowski needs a good run at any track at this point. To his credit, Keselowski has fought back to 24th in points. He trails Carson Hocevar by 12 points. Could he get a win in these last 4 weeks before the playoffs? 8 out of 10. Ty Dillon. No. 10. Best Chevy. A little variation on the usual look for Ty Dillon. What a summer he has had in the in-season tournament. He came up short in the end, but it was a great run. Colleague Racing has seemingly been impressed with Dillon in the Cup car. Will these shrimp help his car go faster? I'm not sure. Looks nice though. 7 out of 10. Denny Hamlin number 11. Bob's Discount Furniture Toyota. New sponsor. Denny Hamlin is rocking the Bob's Discount Furniture colors this weekend at Iowa. His last NASCAR win came a couple of weeks ago at Dover. Will Hamlin prevail at Iowa? If it is short track racing, Hamlin has to be one of the favorites. We will see how it all plays out in this interesting paint scheme. 7.5 out of 10. Josh Berry, number 21, Menards Masterforce Tools Ford. I love the dark green Menards cars. They are much more pleasing to look at than the bright yellow tennis ball color of the usual designs. Josh Berry has a win this year. I have a feeling he will do well at Iowa Speedway. Ryan Blaney won this race last year. Why not he Wood Brothers and this short tracker from Tennessee? 8.5 out of 10. Bubba Wallace No. 23 All-True Toyota, a kangaroo on a black and yellow race car? How can you not love Bubba Wallace's car this weekend? It will be very interesting to see what the Brickyard 400 win does for Wallace and his team's confidence moving forward. Get the daily On3 newsletter in your inbox every morning. By clicking subscribe to newsletter, I agree to On3's privacy notice, https://www.on3.com/privacypolicy/ www.on3.com/page/terms of service. This car is awesome. We've seen 23XI and All-True together before. The car looks just as good now as it did the first time. 8 to 10. Tyler Reddick, number 45 McDonald's Toyota. The McDonald's car for Tyler Reddick this season is really fun to look at. The bun design on the side and all of the sesame seeds really draw the eye into the car. Reddick still has not won this season. Seeing his teammate get the win on Sunday might kick him into overdrive this weekend. 8 to 10. Cody Ware. No. 51 Costa Oil Ford. Now this is how you pair a sponsor with the gold rims. How awesome is this? Cody Ware and the Costa Oil Ford are the best car of the week, period. This car is going to look awesome at Iowa. I just hope it makes it through the NASCAR weekend. Ware needs to have as many clean finishes as he can manage. 10-10. Ryan Preece, number 60, Mohawk Northeast Inc., Ford. A longtime partner of Ryan Preece, Mohawk returns. This is a fun paint scheme. Really classic and looks good on the RFK racing car. RFK has its own design style and Mohawk fits right into that. This is a car to watch this weekend if you ask me. 9 of 10. Joey Gase, number 66, King of the Hill on Hulu Ford. Gah! Joey Gase is driving not one, but 2 King of the Hill cars this weekend. He will drive this Garage 66 Cup car and his own number 53 Xfinity Series car at Iowa. NASCAR and King of the Hill are 2 things that go together. Great opportunity for Gase, Garage 66, and NASCAR to have the show come on as a sponsor this weekend. NASCAR TV schedule this weekend. Iowa Speedway Tripleheader 2024. This weekend promises to be an exhilarating experience for NASCAR fans as the Iowa Speedway gears up to host a thrilling tripleheader featuring the Cup, Xfinity, and ARCA Series races. Get ready for some intense racing action. The NASCAR Cup Series is making its return to the Iowa Speedway, where drivers will compete fiercely over a distance of 350 miles. This event is particularly exciting as it marks the second consecutive year that stock car racing's premier series will take to the .875-mile oval, following its debut at this venue last year. Notably, the grandstands have completely sold out for the main event, indicating just how much enthusiasm there is for this race. Hendrick Motorsports is in the spotlight with 3 of its cars in contention for the coveted regular season points lead. Chase Elliott is currently at the forefront with 726 points, closely followed by Byron, who has 722 points, and Kyle Larson, who rounds out the top 3 with 711 points. With only 4 races remaining before the postseason kicks off, the competition for the regular season championship is heating up, making every point crucial. Curious about the TV schedule? Here's a detailed breakdown of when and where you can catch all the action this weekend. All times are in Eastern Time. Friday, August 1st, 7 p.m., ARCA Series race on FS1. Saturday, August 2, 11 a.m., Xfinity Series practice on CW. 12:05 p.m., Xfinity Series qualifying on CW. 1:30 p.m., Cup Series practice on True TV. 2:40 p.m., Cup Series qualifying on True TV. 4:30 p.m., Xfinity Series race on CW. Sunday, August 3rd, 3:30 p.m., Cup Series race on USA. For those interested in the performance of the drivers, you can check out the paint schemes for Iowa, which add an extra layer of excitement to the races. Where exactly is Iowa Speedway located? It can be found in Newton, Iowa, a venue that has become a favorite among fans and drivers alike. Now let's take a look at the current NASCAR playoff standings. 1. Denny Hamlin, 706 points, 4 wins. 2. Kyle Larson, 711 points, 3 wins. 3. Christopher Bell, 664 points, 3 wins. 4. Shane Van Gisbergen, 392 points, 3 wins. 5. Chase Elliott, 726 points, 1 win. 6. Byron, 722 points, 1 win. 7. Ryan Blaney, 616 points, 1 win. 8. Chase Briscoe, 599 points, 1 win. 9. Bubba Wallace, 550 points, 1 win. 10. Joey Logano, 532 points, 1 win. 11. Ross Chastain, 518 points, 1 win. 12. Austin Cindric, 439 points, 1 win. 13. Josh Berry, 414 points, 1 win. 14. Tyler Reddick, 655 points, plus 138. 15. Alex Bowman, 580 points, plus 63. 16. Chris Buescher, 559 points, plus 42. 17. Ryan Preece, 517 points, minus 42. 18. Kyle Busch, 478 points, minus 81. 19. Ty Gibbs, 464 points, minus 95. 20. Some fans argue that the current playoff format favors certain drivers, while others believe it adds to the excitement of the sport. What do you think? Is the playoff system fair, or does it need a revamp? Share your thoughts in the comments below.